As I've been sanding on this, I've been thinking about this joint in particular, because what I've got is a misalignment here. You can see on this side I've got a pretty good amount of space in the front, and then I've got my cut, and then here on the other side it's kind of dead center, so it's slightly misaligned. What I probably should have done is taken my block of wood and cut the joints in the wood as it's square, and then glued it back together and then started carving on it. So it's kind of too late in the game for this one. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and cut this joint. I may have to add some wood to it even, possibly, to fix that. Okay, that's still going to require just a little bit of filler there because I got a little bit of a line, but I think we've got both sides now evened out. Now what we need to do is fix this top fin, and so I've got another piece of this wedge shape which I'm going to glue up here. I'm going to be trying out a new product here that I've not used before. It's this liquid chrome pen. Now I will say one thing that I did do is I put a little spray of this Kamar varnish, just a little spray of that, one little coat, just to make it a little bit smoother, a little bit shinier, and then I will put the liquid chrome over that before we start painting the actual goldfish bits. We're going to take our liquid chrome marker and we're going to drill the bottom out here. Take the cap off. I think that turned out really nice and I'm very happy with it. This is a product that I used about 1,000,000 years ago back when I was in art class. And what it is it's a liquid frisket material. It's kind of a gummy substance that you can paint on a surface. And when it dries, it protects that piece from any other paint that you put over it. The great thing about this is once you're done painting, you can just peel this off. It's a little bit like, I'd say, rubber cement, something like that. But I'm going to go ahead and apply this to some of these little rolled edges and details that I'm having a hard time getting into. All right, this next step is pretty important because I'm using alcohol inks. So what I've got to do is I've got to give it a UV resistance because those alcohol inks will start to fade in sunlight. But before I put that on there, I need to put a couple of coats of this Kamar varnish on there because this UV clear will dissolve the alcohol inks. So I got a protective coat of this Kamar varnish, and I like to do 2 coats just to be safe. And then I'll do a couple of coats, thin coats of this UV clear, and then I'll come back over it again with the Kamar varnish just to seal it really well. So it's quite a few little steps there, but I think it's worth it. So I've decided very late in the process here that I want to add some dimension to this tail fin. So even though it's all installed and glued in and I've actually even painted and that sort of thing, I'm going to come in here and do a little bit of carving just to give that tail fin a little bit more interest. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, share, and subscribe so I can make more of the content you want to see. Also, feel free to leave a comment. I welcome your feedback and appreciate all of your support. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.